It's okay.
Well, we're going to start the afternoon session. This is a panel session. And introduce myself. My name is Monica Rahati from Indonesia. I'm conducting this session. Here I have with me 4 speakers. They are Professor Cao Long Van, Professor Goran Georgievich, and then Dr. Hendra Johnny Kui, and Professor Wojtek Nawrocik. For the first one, I would like to ask Professor Cao Long Van to take the floor. And Professor Cao Long Van is working at the University of Zielona Góra, Poland, and he would like to share the example of education through research.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me the possibility to taking part in the panel discussion today. So I would like to, today to present an example of the effective collaboration in education. This effect is that we have now the School of Optics in Vinh University in Vietnam. And it is very long history, more 20 years of the collaboration between this university and police physicists. And we know that the teacher should be good researcher. It's certainly every one of us now does. That the teacher should be good researcher. Then how they did it's beginning from the two teachers, Professor Ivo Bereniski-Brura in Warsaw, and Professor Nguyen Văn Hiếu, I think that the previous president of Asian Pacific, I don't know exactly, society, physical society, and they were friends, and they are friends, still friends, and the scientific sons and scientific grandsons play very important role in the education of Vietnamese physicists. And we know the Professor Bereniski-Brura have the good relation with Vietnamese physicists, his scientific son and outstanding physicists, Kazimierz Rążewski, Krzysztof Wódkiewicz, Jan Mostowski, and I am, it's a great honor for me that I am his student, PhD student, and MSc student. And his scientific grandson, Maciej Lewenstein, Marek Trippenbach, Ding Xuân Khoa, and so on. They are now professors in Poland and in Vietnam. And now, I have a long history of cooperation with Polish physicists, with Professor Krzysztof Wódkiewicz. He stayed near Professor Ebeli, Joy Ebeli, and in the conference in Poland. And we have several common papers published in the literature. And nearly 20 years ago, I was invited to the Vinh Pedagogical High School, which educate a lot of Vietnamese teachers, a few dozens, thousands of teachers in Vietnam. In physics, were educated by this school. But how look this school then? Do you know here the astronomical year with one equator of the Earth, the symbol of science. And high we have a building for lecture. Then, 20 years ago, it looked like the. So I wrote that. I wrote in the biggest newspapers in Vietnam that this is the staff of this university, and stand here. I have not the pointer. I think this one there. How to use this? Oh. And I was there in the first time, and now the dean of the technology faculty, and now the president, this young man now is president of Wing University. Now, this man, he was my PhD student. And this faculty of physics. And I wrote in the biggest newspaper in Vietnam that the most unique among its world counterparts, this university. The soil is so poor, living conditions were very hard, and no science, no research there. When I would like, at first, I would like to vote in my talk in this, for the staff of this university, and then I would like to build a staff. The first commission for PhD students for PhD studies were created. And here you see that here we have Professor Kazimierz Zążewski. He was then the director of Center of Theoretical Physics, Police Academy Science. And from this time until now, this is the best, it belongs to the best research center in Poland, a very high level, scientific level. And then we tried, this is my two first PhD students here. And but this problem, how they're going to abroad. At first, that's so, they did Professor Zążewski with me. And then we invite the first PhD student in Vietnam. It is the recent president of Wing University. Then we are sitting there in the, and we know that when my friend Krzysztof Wódkiewicz, it is pity that he dies 2 or 3 years ago, very young and very outstanding, is outstanding physicist. And then he's going to the PhD in United States with only $12 in hand. Then they did, but now I should buy the tickets for PhD student from this university. That's the minus $107 in hand. And then, I created the, how is the problem, very big problem is the problem of money. How we could obtain money, that's so I created our company, and formally I cover the staying cost in Poland, and my Polish friends give the possibility of free education without paying education. And these my friends, and they were learning in the resort, in the complex of Relax near Warsaw, and they were learning. And in this letter of Hua, after defending his thesis, he wrote that the small fire created by master will burn to big one. And now he wrote that we will have many scientific grandsons and great-grandsons. Until now, they did an achievement that we have more than a few hundreds of Master of Science in Physics, in optics, more than dozen of PhD, for a few hundreds of papers published in the Vietnam and abroad. Especially we have all the theoretical papers, theoretical researches here, but we don't forget about the experimental food, which was influenced by Millikan, that it is in his nomenclature, that it is necessary to have this experimental food. Sometimes one food is put forward first, sometimes the other, but continuous progress is only made by the use of both, by theorizing and then testing and by finding new relations. And so you don't forget about the experimental food for the development of research in this university, and plays a very important role. This very young physicist that everyone, I think, from this room now, who is this? It is Professor Michael Convas, and he also wrote the letter without the day of validity. He offered the free education for Vietnamese PhD students. Of course, my company covered formerly the staying course in Poland. And then, in framework of, we have some 4-year scholarships granted by Michael Convas in the framework of international doctoral studies of Police Academy of Science. And now, this is the very young Dr. Nguyen Huy Bang, now is the recent Vice Dean of Faculty of Physics. So now we have this, my friend Marek Trimpenbach, grandson of Ivo Bianiski Birula, and here he created the Club of Optics in this university. We are now in the 2 years ago, did a group of master students, and then here years ago with the Professor Piotr Rosemay from University of Zielonogóra. So we have, they are MSc students, all of that for one generation. That is for example, this is one group of master science. I think that now, not long time ago, I was in Vietnam, and they finished his defense, and all of them become MSc, become Master of Science. So, this is the lecture of, our lectures are printed in Poland and in English. So, so how are the conclusions for this? The process of education in help you the education in the such countries as Vietnam is very long, and then should be patient, and we should be I think we should be have a very good will to long time and patient to do that, and the success is then is certainly become real in the process of education. So this is shortly about my talk. Thank you for attention.